Hello, my beautiful train wrecks. I'm in a little early, because I was having a little trouble with YouTube, and hopefully it's okay. I didn't know if I'd be able to go live on time, so this is just waiting for everybody to get in. You see what I'm working on. So yeah, let me get everything all set up. Move stuff over. Getting ready, getting ready. Getting my pens ready. Well, I'm waiting because I did get in here about 15 minutes earlier. So, yeah. So just pardon me. It's okay. Just getting stuff ready. I'm not going to actually start diamond painting until 2 o'clock. So yeah, if you're watching this in the future, hi. So yeah, I'm telling people I'm actually live now. What I'm doing right now. Looks like we may be having Janet soon. Pardon any of the noises. Okay. Just posting it that I'm live now. Well, hey there, Janet. I had a message on my YouTube that said something like we don't have embedded something, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? So I was like experimenting to try to get it on, and I'm like, well, I got it. I don't like I want to hold my mouth. I don't want to lose it, so I just got on early. Hi, Carrie. Hi. So I thought, well, I could have posted a video of Tom create we called it like the ASMR um fixing all of Jill's mistakes. And I'm like, but it's Christmas week and I will not be posting anything Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because there is a Christmas event happening on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Hi, Mara! On Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. So I didn't want to interrupt that because that's important. So as soon as I get the link to it, I will post it on Facebook. I'll make a quick YouTube about it. So yes, so I can pass that on. We will be, um, our video will be midnight. Hi Laurel. Midnight on midnight Boxing Day morning. And that is Central Time. So yeah. So we're gonna get started. Well, actually, I said I wasn't gonna start it till 2 o'clock. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's okay. It's all right. Just hide the laundry. No one will know. It's a surprise. We won't tell, will we? Janet, Carrie, Laurel. Shh. We don't know that she's got laundry. I don't think it exists. Christmas does exist. You know, doesn't, I don't know what I was trying to say. At Christmas, that doesn't exist, right? Neither does calories or sugar. None of that. None of that. We did all of ours. All of ours is done. Throw it behind the or throw it behind the couch. Shh. I won't say nothing. I know nothing. Can everybody hear me okay with the sound? I accidentally dropped the microphone, and yeah. I wonder. He didn't know I was going to do this. Wonder how long it's going to take Tom to come in and say he's peeping. Wonder how long it's going to take. But can you see okay? I know there's a little bit of a shadow. I can't do anything about it. I don't have a proper I don't have a proper paper that goes over that to dull. And I still have the same paper towel up there that Wyatt put up there. And I've been like, okay, all right, good. Because I'm going to work inside the door. And then, because there's a little bit of confetti and then there's a little bit of regular. I'm hoping to get this door done today. And then I still have like I don't know what you call that. It's not holly, but the garland around the door, which is just going to be like pulling teeth. Yes, I got my nails done. And let's see if you can see. Now look at the hearts, okay? See the hearts? Watch the hearts. They get big, they get small. They get big, they get small. Yeah, I don't see anything. The reason why I had to go get my nails done is, you guys know, your girl hasn't been all that healthy for a while. And the cognitive is getting really bad. So if I lose track of what I'm talking about, somebody get the rein and say, "You'll come back to us." So the cognitive is not good. I had shingles, which has made my immune system kind of like shot. And yes, definite. I've instead of squirrel brain, I've got like a pack of rabid squirrels chasing chocolate covered nuts all over the front. Wonder if the chocolate covered nuts should be from Uranus. I think that just makes it even better. But I wonder what Christmas at Uranus would be like. Maybe we can talk about that after a bit. Somebody remind me after a bit, we need to talk about Uranus. But so the shingles have kind of weakened my immune system, and this time of the year with cold weather and stuff, it just tears up the fibromyalgia. So, leading to that, the reason why there are nails is my fingernails started, oh no, fingernails started to peel way back, and they started bleeding and hurting, and it got to the point where I could not make a fist without it hurting. Every time I bumped them, it hurt. So in the past, I put nails on, and I haven't had to do it in a while, like 2 or 3 years, but now I can, and it don't hurt, and I can, and it don't hurt. So it's like, okay, all right, I guess nails is just gonna have to be a thing until either A, I get tired of paying the money, or B, it's been long enough that I know that I can probably take them off and be okay. So we'll see how it goes. So there's that. So yeah, how is everybody's Christmas doing? or holidays. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and there's something with a tree. There's something with the tree that was on Seinfeld. Does anybody know? Hey, Philip, come forth. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, hi, Ma. I'm doing a live. She just said that's good. But it's something with the tree. And you tell the tree all of your something or other. Aw, that's sweet. Oh no, no, Janet. He cannot do these. I do not trust him at all with any kind of grinder on my nails. No. He would end up grinding them down. I would have like nubs because I don't trust him with acrylic. I see what he's done with Bondo. That is nice. Where did you guys go to eat? Yes. Drop us the deets, Mara. We want details. But I will go live as long as Barley Station and Brew. So what kind of food do they have? And yeah, he did okay. He did alright, Janet. He did alright. I can't complain. I tease him though. Burgers. Okay, then what did you guys have? I'm nosy. Because we'll keep this going as long as we have topics. Because you know me, I don't do a whole lot. I've done a lot. Well, yeah, I have. Since, because we talked about the festival where I fell. Did we talk about what we did on the camper to stop that from happening? Ooh, beef dip. Okay, Janet. Beef dip. That sounds good. Oh. That's telling me that I should get ready.
Let's put you on the bed. Come on, Priscilla. Nope.
Really?
No. Priscilla. Priscilla.
Priscilla, you want to get on the bed?
I was just talking about how she does this.
Priscilla, come on.
If you can't tell everyone, the dog doesn't like me. Priscilla.
Priscilla. Hey, baby girls, you want to get on the bed? Or you just, she may have just had it. What if she had? It.
She just had a walk, and yeah.
Ooh, Mara. Yeah.
She'll listen to Tom. She'll listen to you.
Yeah.
She don't listen to me.
No, why not?
You don't like me.
Priscilla May. Come here. You want a treat? Priscilla. How many times do you guys think that I'll have to say Priscilla before she comes over and gets on the bed?
Priscilla.
There's one. Priscilla. There's
Prissy.
two. There's three. But if we counted the ones beforehand.
Yeah. Here, your treat is getting on the bed.
Okay. Oh, Carrie. Oh, no. Well, maybe it's just because it's Christmas time. We'll say that. Maybe it isn't if through FedEx, is it? Because they may still be having trouble. I don't know if they've ever finished what they've started with the plane and everything being backed. I don't know. I would definitely say something. Wow. Yeah, I would definitely report that. And say, hey, you know, what's the deal with that? Hey, Philip, I know why I originally wanted you. What is the name of the where you have to say everything you don't like about Christmas to the tree? I've been talking about other religions, and I can't remember what that one was. It was on Seinfeld.
No, I've never watched Seinfeld.
I can remember. Yes, definitely contact customer service. So I guess I won't know why. Um, I don't know what the name of that is from Seinfeld, but whatever you celebrate, you know, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, it doesn't matter. We're all welcome here. Oh, you know, we had trouble with Walmart, and I've talked about it in previous videos about the ice maker and all of its journey. I've talked about that too. We still haven't gotten any names for the ice maker, so maybe we can get that squared today, because the ice maker needs an ice maker passport because it has been all over the state of Indiana. It needs a passport. We will discuss that in a minute. Yeah. Can you have them send it? Do you have a Walmart close, or is that the closest Walmart? I need to do a little shifting because I gotta move this down a bit. Really? They can't send it to there? Really? Must be something about Canada because ours can't. I'm just scooting these down. I'm gonna have to get my other glasses because if I stick with what I've got, I'm not gonna be able to read. Oh, pardon me while I go on an adventure. Going on a journey to the other side of the room to get my glasses. All right. I showed my brother of my bifocal impressions family where I look like my certain family members, and he laughed and said, "You do." Oh, Okay, Mara. Really? 30 days? That sucks. And I mean, yeah, I know it's Christmas time, but I don't even think Walmart does a layaway now. Do they? I don't think they do. And it is after 2, so I am going to start diamond painting. I don't usually diamond paint with my glasses on. We'll see how long it lasts. Yeah, this isn't going to last long. Yeah, don't like it. I don't like this. How did I do this before? That I can see both. It stinks getting old, folks. It stinks getting old. Oh, was it? Well, I we still have a couple of days. We still have like tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe, it'll come. I'm gonna hope. Because I know the ice maker. I will tell you the story of the ice maker. Here we go, and this is the reason why we need a passport for the ice maker. You see, we bought an ice maker, and the ice maker lived in Illinois, just one state over. An hour drive, unless you wanted to be spicy and make it 45 minutes if you speed. So, we bought this ice maker because somebody got tired of filling trays to make ice. Because somebody, not saying her name, likes iced coffee because of temperature. It's hard to drink something too hot or too cold for me. So, I said, okay, yeah, ice maker. He goes, and it comes in a lavender color. Epic. That's great. Okay. We got this ice maker. Well, an hour drive. I could have gotten it the next day. Did I? No. Why? Because the ice maker was going on a trip. It went to the closet, it grabbed some stuff, and said, let's go on a journey. Magical journey. So, we waited. And we waited. It said it would be 2 to 3 days. We waited. Because I was excited purple machine, ice maker. It's just one of those that sits on the counter. It'd be fabulous. That's what you're thinking, right? Yeah. Well, now mind you, we live in the center of Indiana, a town called Indianapolis. This town is pretty well known and pretty good, decent sized place. So, you would think, we have conferences here, big conferences for fire department, the FFA. I mean, Indianapolis, we're known, right? We're known. Race cars. Multiple different types of race cars. Children's Museum. We've met. Okay? I live on the outskirts of it. So, yeah. Should be easy to find. Well, we got a message that it was sent to Fort Wayne. And I'm like, okay, well, that is right at tippy top. I'm like, okay, well, I wanted to go on the journey. Okay. It was going to be at Indianapolis the next day. It didn't. And we're like, oh my, now it's gone the furthest down south it could go. And I'm like, okay, all right. They said it'd be tomorrow. Okay. Then it decided it wanted to backtrack and go far as west. And I'm like, okay, we've been north, we've been south, we've been west. And all of them have to go through Indianapolis. I'm like, well, the only thing it hasn't been was east. Look the next day to see where it's been. And anybody want to guess where it was? Do you think it was in our yard the next day? Your answer is no. And I'm like, really? So this ice maker has gone north, south, east, and west. Drove through central Indianapolis, central Indiana, north, south, east, west. And I said, what are the odds that it'll come to central Indianapolis, Indiana? You've passed through us. It did. And I'm like, holy cow, it needs a passport. Because this ice maker has been through it. So I decided, ice maker needs a name. We have a name for the trash can, but we need a name for the ice maker. So, we need ideas, and I need you to put them on the Facebook page, so we can, I'll put a thing on it, and I know, Carrie, you don't have Facebook, right? You can say a name in here, and I will add that to the list. So, yeah, good. I'll make a post, and then we will put a name in the hat, or we'll spin the spinner. I don't know. We may spin a spinner. I don't know. So, we will find a way to get this ice machine named. And I will make a spinner for both first name and middle name. Last name will be Edwards. And I will make sure we get first names and middle names. So just write your entire name, first name and middle name, and I will put them in the spinners that they are supposed to be in. And we are going to name this ice maker so I can make it a passport. Because this has been the most traveled household item that has ever been. So yes, the reason why it could be that you're getting stuff so late is maybe it needs a passport. And maybe you need to name the things. Because, yeah, sometimes I guess items just want to travel. They want to see the state. They want to see the world. Because I know I sure was frustrated with that ice maker situation. So I understand what that's like. I get it. I do get it, Carrie and Mara. I get it. The frustration is real. Oh, you got yourself a mini bike? Oh no. So yeah. So I totally get the will the thing ever come. Totally get that. So yeah. Make sure guys you think about it on the name that, well, I got this big multi-placer out. There probably won't be much work done because I'm multitasking. I'm talking and did anybody else have anything planned for this week? Anything fun? Oh no, Mara. So let's see. We talked about the ice maker. Well, the ice maker ended up being dark purple instead of lavender. And I was like, oh, yay! Doesn't make up for the time, but yay, I love purple. So I was excited about that. Oh my goodness, this is a horrible, I'm having a horrible time with this. I'm really struggling. And I know why. This painting, it's okay. I picked it up last year. It was on clearance, and I was like, okay, doing the December event. I want to get something Christmassy, but I'm just not into it. It's just not my jam. Usually I would be done with this, like already done. And I'm about halfway done. And I just struggle. The struggle bus is real. The struggle bus is real. But yeah, is anybody else? Oh, okay. That's good. You'll get to see them. Um, let's see. This week. Well, actually, no. I don't want to. I'm back. I have to talk back for a while. Let's see. We've talked about me falling. And did we talk about what Tom did to the camper so I wouldn't fall again? Does anybody know? Have I said anything about it, or have you guys heard? I don't remember. But you guys already know. Squirrel moments, you know. Because there's a funny story with it. At first I was kind of like, really? Can I not even see in the dark anymore? That probably would have been a wonderful idea, Mara. But don't tell him that because I'm already wondering if he is going to put bubble wrap around the camper at this moment. The reason why I fell. Now, mind you, we had already done the camper. I did really good with that. We took our time, so I didn't get overwhelmed. Um, but when I fell at the festival, he decided he was going to put lights in the camper. One like a motion light that if I go to step up, the light will kick on. And he was like, well, I don't know if that's enough light. So he put another one. So he has one going this way, and he's got one going this way. Okay? You would think that would be good. Okay. So, before we go camping, looking at it, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I will accept this. It is not defeat. So, July, we've talked about, into August, yes, the falls, blah, blah, blah. So, this is September, he's working on it. He thinks he's got it good. I agree, fine. I don't really think much else happened in September. Nothing really strikes my mind. If it does, I'll say it. So, October. We're getting ready to go camping, blah, blah, blah. Life is decent, I'm in pain, but I'm managing. October 22nd. Or excuse me, October 21st. I get a call. Your grandma's not doing very good. My grandma, 94. And this is the one that I stayed with for weeks, and we had the diner and all of that. I know I've talked to you about her. So we go. Philip and I go. And we hold her hand, and we're talking to her because she had been put on Ativan because the hospital did not have morphine on where she was at. It was only in emergency or a hospice situation. So where she was in telemetry. That's where she was. And they were waiting to get her up to more hospice in the same hospital. So Philip and I, and you guys know, Philip don't do hospitals. Philip don't do hospitals at all. And so for him to say, yes, I'm going to go. He held her hand. He talked to her. And, I would say, like, Grandma, do you know I'm here? Or, this and that. Because I know they can hear, I did hospice volunteering. I know they can hear. And because family was like, well, she hasn't, she hasn't made any type for communication or anything, blah, blah, blah. It's okay. So she squeezed my hand. And I was like, okay, yeah, she knows. She knows. It's good. So I stayed with her. And this hospital was amazing. They dressed her in the most prettiest blue. It was a hospital gown, but it looked more like a dress. And they got her all situated, and they treated her so kind. Well, the 21st is my father's birthday. and she passed away the 21st at 6:55 p.m. She went in for UTI. So, yeah. But at 94, she never took medicine a day in her life other than eye drops. So she was really good health. It's just that UTI just got to her a little bit. So, at the hospital. And when you're in the midst of it, you don't think, oh, I have an immunological issue, I'm going to get sick. You don't think that. Okay. So, the graveside services went by and everything was fine, everything was fine. Everything was okay. Well, we were scheduled to go camping. So we went camping right around Halloween. So Grandma's death was pretty fresh, but I wanted time to try to grieve. I don't grieve well. I wanted to grieve. So we went camping. We had planned to go. We went camping and we went fishing and we just had a good time. Me needing some quiet time, some reflection to grieve because I don't grieve well. And camping was fine. We had an absolutely hysterical part, and then we had an absolutely peaceful, serene part. So the funny part was, I did not know until that first night. We put Priscilla up because, Priscilla is the camping dog. She's got to go. So she went with us. Priscilla, the camping dog. So, you want to see of the beauty, of like the trees and stuff? I'll have to see if I still have it, the lake and stuff. If I don't, maybe Tom will. I think he did post some stuff on Facebook, and I think I might have too. So the funny part was, I put Priscilla on the bed. I know I'm walking around. I'm tripping these lights. I get in bed. Tom gets in bed. It's fine. Everything is okay. So, I gotta look for an L real quick. L. Okay. So, everything is going great. In bed. Go to roll over. One of the lights trips. And when one light trips, the other light trips. And I was like, huh. So I laid there for a moment. And I rolled back over. The lights tripped again. And I'm like, is that really going to do this? Is it really going to trip every time I move? So it does. Every time I move, the lights trip. And I start giggling. And then Tom goes, what's the matter? And I'm like, look. And I just lifted my leg up. I didn't even have to roll over. Every time I just lifted a leg up, lights come on. And then another light come on. So then I'm giggling because I think it's so funny that every time I move my leg, take my foot out of the covers, it trips the lights. So it's like, if anybody was beside us, which nobody was beside us, we had, there was only maybe 12 campers in the entire place. So, it's into October, 1st of November. You gotta be crazy to want to camp in that. But we did. So, if this wiggles a little bit, it's because I put my coffee down. I don't have any place to the right because I'm in the process of kitting up canvases. And that's a whole story. Just wait to tell me that. Say, what's about the canvases? You're kidding. Just tell me that in just a second while I finish the camping story. So, I'm giggling. I'm laughing. He's wondering if I have lost my mind. He knows I have already. So I showed him, and I'm like, oh, the people outside. If we had neighbors, they would wonder what in the world were we doing? Because it would be like a disco, light on, light off, light on, light. They wonder if we had like the clapper or something. You know, you guys know what the clapper is, right? The video where you clap and the lights turn off and on. So I'm like, oh, they would think we were crazy. So I kept doing it the entire week. Like, whenever I started feeling kind of like, oh, I would do that, and it would make me laugh so hard. So I needed that. I think we stayed a week. 6 days, a week, maybe? No, more than that. I don't know. We stayed a while. We got there on a Thursday, and we stayed until the... Now I wish I knew. I wish Tom was watching. I think it was like 9 days. It was a long time. So, yeah, we giggled at that. And then, of course, I would tease Tom. Philip wasn't with us. I would tease Tom. Oh, I need to stretch my legs. Light. Yes, that happened. The leg edition of the clapper was me that week. Yes. But we did our normal when that Sunday when people leave. We like to we're members of the Lieber group. So what we do is that on Sundays we walk through and make sure all the sites are clean, pick up any mess, because the camp hosts work hard. And if we can help a little bit, we'll help. We have buckets and water, and we make sure all the fires are out and the trash is. That's just something we do because we love it. It's like our second home. So yeah, we help take care of it. We don't have to, but we do. So, we found tons of firewood. People left so much firewood, and I understand because no one's going to be camping the rest of the season because no one's crazy like us. You all know this. So, we were good. The flap on, flap off, the flapper of my legs. So that was one funny bit. And we giggled about that all the time. But, so yeah. Now, we had the funny part. We had the taking care of nature part. We did that twice. Because, it's the end of the season. The camp hosts just do so much. Keep a really good, days of activities. So they're busy. So, we did both. We did primitive and electric. No problem. And we found so much stuff. And everybody really took care of their sites. But we found a lot of firewood. So we didn't even have to get firewood. We found that much around. So anyway. So the beautiful part, the part that I love the most, is we went fishing. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you a number of the amount of fish we caught, but then I'm going to say the size of the fish we caught. It sounds really awesome when we say, oh yeah, in 5 days we caught like 54 fish. Doesn't that sound like, wow, that's amazing? That's awesome. Did you eat any for dinner? And that answer is no. Because our earthworms, because we got worms this time, our earthworms could not even catch a fish the palm. Literally, the palm of my hand. We spent 5 days feeding 54 palm-sized fish. We couldn't catch one that we could keep. So, we were feeding all the babies. So, I'm like, okay, you guys know me. Okay, we can feed the babies. We hand them back, and it's fine. Dump them and go. It's okay. You guys know me. It's like, it's okay. So, what made it awesome is every time we went fishing, there were birds down there. There were cranes. There were blackbirds, like crows. There was hawks. We even seen an eagle. So I'm sitting here, at this point, I don't even care about fishing because we're only getting small stuff. I'm looking around and at the birds. And it was so crazy. Every time, they knew every time we were going to be there, because every time we were there, they were just standing in their same little areas, just waiting. And, Tom and I were both very humane with the fish. We didn't just rip the hooks out. We were nice. We were good to the fish, because we knew there was no point in keeping these fish. No. So the DNR did come, the conservationists, and ask us, for our papers and stuff, and we're like, thank you, you're and I know that most people, when they hear thank you, they're like, huh? Because, their job is to make sure no one is illegally fishing or hunting. So I'm like, no, you work very hard, and I like it that you will stop, take your time. And, yes, we're sticking out like a sore thumb, because it's October, November, and we're fishing. But I was like, thank you, ma'am, and hopefully you have a good holiday and, a good Halloween. And because she looked like she would be old enough to have kids. And she goes, oh, yeah, I've got kids. And Tom was asking about the fish, and she was telling us all kinds of stuff. It was really interesting. She was really like teaching us about the type of fish we were fishing, what they liked, their pattern and how they swim. I mean, she really, we sat and talked to her for a while, and it really like made my day, because it was something like, oh, okay, someone really loves nature. She really understands her job, and it's more than just trying to bust people for not getting fishing licenses. She really loved her job. So yes, we were like, yes. Woohoo, I didn't bump it that much. I just had to take a drink. So we did have, and every time she'd drive by, she would wave at us, because we were there every day. And myself, being crazy, decided, why not just fish every day? Rain or shine. you know, you're talking to a girl who's got a low immune system, and I'm like, let's just go in the rain. We're just gonna do it rain or shine. It doesn't matter that it's cold outside. We'll just dress in layers, and we did. I had like 3 layers of clothes on. We dressed in layers. It was fine. And one day it was raining. And I'm like, well, we went down and we didn't think about rain, you know. It looked fine. It started raining. And I'm like, well, let's go back and eat and we'll come back. So this time, since I didn't have any rain gear, your conductor of chaos said, yeah, we can just wear trash bags. Okay, Janet. So we wore trash bags. Well, Tom, I think, just brought an extra layer. I don't think he wanted to do the trash. I wanted the trash bag. And Priscilla was underneath the truck. So she didn't get too wet. So yeah, your girl wore a trash bag to go fishing. Hey, but what is it to do if you want to go fishing? Go fishing in the rain. Just wear a lot of layers and, you know, it's camping. You're roughing it. You're roughing it in the rain to go fishing. And mind you, this week was it wasn't our actual anniversary, but we celebrated it as an anniversary because I'll tell you guys that in a minute, why we consider it our anniversary. Not anniversary. Well, every time we couldn't get a fish off of the hook without injuring it to the point where you know it wasn't going to make it, I would grab the fish from Tom and I would say, okay, birds, here's your dinner. And I would throw it their direction. So at least it was going to be good for something. It was going to be good for something. And I thanked it for, you know, for sacrificing for our entertainment. Because, you know, I care about things. Sometimes too much, I think. But, so we did that for a week and we had so much fun. We were being competitive on who caught how many. Well, Tom ended up catching more because at the point I was you know, working with Priscilla, and so I didn't have my pole in the water that much. He had like 2. I only had 1. So yeah. So yeah, we did that. And then we just enjoyed the fire, and it was just a good time. Our friends were supposed to go with us, but at the last minute they couldn't because of the cold, and she gets vertigo real easy and her head hurts a lot when she's in the cold. So it's like, no, it's supposed to get cold and rainy, and that's not good for that. Okay, Janet. So we ended up just going ourselves, and it was okay. We had a good time. You know, whenever it would get to where I was starting to get in my head and, you know, start really thinking about stuff, I would move my leg and I would start giggling again. So I didn't really get a chance to really grieve like I really felt like I needed to. And that's okay. I'm not gonna get mad at myself. Tom's like, it'll come with time. Just let it be, and when it does, it does. Okay. Because, you know, your grandma has been in your life 49 years. You know this person. You know, you've met. So, you know, I was never one for much grieving growing up. And I thought this one was going to be easy because I was allowing myself the grieving process. But it never really came. The last day, the day before we was going to leave, I looked at Tom and I'm like, Tom, I've got a rash. he goes, "Oh, well, you're wearing the same hoodie that we bondoed in." I'm like, "Yeah, but I washed it." And this was like a different kind of rash, one that I hadn't seen. And I'm like, I don't know. The whole time, I mean, I've washed it a few times and I'm wearing clothes. I took clothes that I bondoed in for the days that it was going to be really messy, so I didn't mess up my clothes. I don't understand why I'm getting this rash. And it started on my arm. And I'm like, well, maybe I got bit by a bug or okay. So I just let it go. And it itched and it itched. So I went and got some Benadryl and I was like, okay, I got Benadryl. And I was like so tired. He's like, "Do you want to go fishing?" And I'm like, I, you can go without me. I'm just exhausted. Not putting two and two together. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I have a rash. The next day came. And I was just exhausted. So he packed everything, packed in the camper, packed it all. And I literally laid on the bed until it was physically impossible to do any more. And then I would go in I went in the truck and I laid in laid back in the seat in the truck. And I'm like, this rash is spreading. But I don't have a problem with poison ivy or anything like that I know of. But it don't look like poison ivy. I was just like not myself. I was grumpy. I was like, rah, 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 rah. I was so not me. I was so tired. I just didn't want to do anything. Just wanted to go home, get in my bed. Went home, got in the bed. Still not myself. And I'm like eating Benadryl like candy. And I'm like, what is this? Then I went to the bathroom. I looked down. And it was shingles. Every 6 months I get shingles. And I probably will for the rest of my life. Because I have the chickenpox virus in my body. I've had it since I was a little baby. I've had the chickenpox shot. I was actually going to even get the shingle shot, even though the doctor said it probably won't help, but let's just be cautious. Okay. Well, I was supposed to have that November 8th. Well, November 8th, I called him and I'm like, I got shingles. He goes, oh my. So, yeah. So, needless to say, didn't get that shot. What happened was to trigger it was when I was a baby, I got chickenpox and I only got like 2 or 3. Not enough to get the virus out. Then I got it again, but just 2 or 3, little cases. Not enough to get it out. Well, when I was 16, my spleen decided and my immune system decided to betray me. And I had chickenpox, shingles, mono. Went to the hospital, stayed a couple days. It was crazy. Still didn't get out. Because Philip and I got the chickenpox shot. And even with the chickenpox shot, I got chickenpox from him. Which made no sense to the doctor. He's like, you know what? I am just going to say that it is dormant in your body and you are going to be susceptible. Hey, no, we're not having it. Who's over there with you? Priscilla. Hey, Philip, come take care of her, please. I don't want to yell. So, every 6 months, I get chickenpox. No, shingles. And it's a part of the chickenpox virus.
Priscilla, come here.
And,
Priscilla.
I will probably always have them. With or without the shot, I get them about every 6 months. So, being out in the cold and in the rain and being at a hospital and running around. I pushed my body too far. And I was tired. And my immune system said, hey, you're tired. Let's shake something up. So I fought chicken pox for about 2 weeks. That's my normals, 2 weeks. So, but this time it just kicked my butt.
Priscilla,
It
come on.
was bad. But, you know, it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle. You know, just took Benadryl and Tylenol and rest and drank a lot of fluids, you know, and just let it pass. And it passed. And yes, there's going to be some scars from it. I usually don't get too many, but this time there was scarring. That's okay. It's fine. Everything is okay. Yes, babe, you can talk.
Yeah, she's...
Get a little closer.
Yeah, she's pouting. She's not going to listen to me.
Okay. But don't go too far because I want you to talk for a second.
That's right.
So yeah. So that kept me off the radar for a couple weeks. So there's that. Well, since Philip is here, I'm gonna move forward, but my next topic, baby shower. So you guys remind me, baby shower. Okay, Philip.
Yes.
What happened a couple days ago?
You gotta be specific.
December 21st. What happened?
Well, would you believe it or not, that was the day that Stepney the Bluebell engine turned 150 years old.
What else happened on December 21st at 6:35 p.m.?
Oh, you're right. Stepney did share a birthday with someone.
Yes.
Brian's brother Tater.
Tater's birthday. Yay! And who else had a birthday?
Ooh, that's a good point. I think there was another one.
There was 2 more.
There was.
Yes, Travis's.
Oh yeah, Travis's birthday as well.
No, not Travis. His
Or
girl.
His wife. Yeah.
Angela. 21st.
I think I've only met Angela once, but they are nice.
Travis's
nice.
Girlfriend,
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah. Significant other.
And who else? Can anybody else guess? Anybody in the comments? Anybody watching? Hi, Frank. Anybody watching? You want to guess what else happened? Who else's birthday was on the 21st?
Check your camera stuff because he just stepped on the keyboard.
It's going here. It's fine. We're good. Everything's fine. Frank hit the
I
keyboard.
had a birthday.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
And how old are you? Are you 5? 10?
I'm probably 47.
Oh, that's a good number. Are you 10?
No.
15?
Yeah.
20?
No, I think I'm past that.
25?
Feels like it.
Are you 30?
It also feels like that too. So probably in that range somewhere.
Okay, so what do you think? Anybody want to guess in between 25 and 30? Anybody want to guess? I know Janet knows. I think. Janet, do you know?
What's that, Frank?
Maybe you should ask Frank.
Frank, how old am I again? Don't step on the keyboard.
Frank, how old? Woo, Philip. Frank, how old is Philip? How old is Bubba? Can you tell us?
How old am I, Frank?
Mara, how old is Philip?
Really? He says I'm 28.
Oh, Frank was right. Philip turned 28 on the 21st. Woohoo! What did you do on your... Oh, we better not. I'm not to that point yet. I'm not to that point.
Should we talk about what we did the day after my birthday?
Well, we're not to that point. I'm still getting over shingles at this point. Remember, I'm talking about baby shower.
I didn't know where you were at. Yeah. I've not been paying attention.
Yeah, I'm talking about baby shower because we had to go all the way back to, like, August. This is a big getting back into things.
Oh.
So,
I'll tell you who walked out with the most gifts at that baby shower.
Okay.
He wasn't even there.
Yeah.
And that was Editor.
Yeah.
Because Editor ended up getting all of the party favors that no one wanted. And so he's got a bunch of disco ball cups for his bar.
The theme was Taylor Swift Lover. That was the theme for the bridal shower. So, bridal shower, I was healed by then. Because obviously, I am not going to go full of shingles to a pregnant woman, Miss Frankie. I am not going to give those, any chance. So, yeah, I was able to go, thank goodness. And we had an awesome time. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, we had that.
Oh my gosh, Frank, stop.
And that was, when did we have that? Oh, like a week before Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. All right. So we were there. Everything was great, and then Thanksgiving came. So we're at Thanksgiving, and we had Thanksgiving with friends. We had Thanksgiving with the Longs at Frankie's house, and everything was great. We had a good time. And then, you know me, right? You guys know me. We've met. You know I'm klutzy, right? I am walking past Honey, who is a golden retriever, but she's more of a dark golden retriever, so she does look like the color of Honey. And Honey had one of those metal cages. That's where she slept at night. Or if they leave for work, she goes in her crate. So why me? Why klutzy? I walk by Honey's cage. Okay? And it's one of those square metal ones. I mean, it's a pretty good size because she's a pretty good sized dog. And it was right by the walkway. So I'm walking, or I should go like this. I'm walking. And all of a sudden, these three toesies, these three little piggies got caught like this. And when they jammed in and then got caught, the little piggy that goes wee, 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 broken. This little piggy, who had none, broken. The little piggy that had roast beef is just jammed. Jammed, roast beef, broken none, and broken wee, wee, wee. That's what I'm fighting with still. It still hurts. So, yes, we had that. And I'm like, okay. Just got over shingles and now I've got like broken toes. Great. Fun. Still can't move my toes. Broken. So, I've been walking around with my little, they're right here. Let me grab them. I don't wear them when I'm diamond painting, but, okay. See? Hello Kitty slippers! Yay! And these things are thick, so if I bump something, I don't bump my toes. So I've got those. Those were my camping shoes, but hey, they work. So, I've been hobbling around. Well, at the party, my, editor, Wyatt, was there for Thanksgiving. And Frankie had a bunch of they look like disco balls, but they're cups. So he is a bartender, part-time, whenever he's called for duty. So he's like, I like to practice my craft. So now he's got disco ball glasses if anybody wants to come over and have a drink, they can drink in style. So yeah, that Thanksgiving, not only did I break my toes, something else happened. And it scared some people. It even made me worry. I thought I was going to have to go to hospital. In the day before we went and we bake. We go the day before so I can, it's about a 45-minute to an hour drive. So I go, I spend the night so I can cook, can bake, rest, and then the next day wake up and have breakfast and then get started on finishing. Get started on finishing? Go finish on the desserts and stuff because, Aunt Jill doesn't know how to make just a tiny bit of desserts. Oh no. So I made desserts. Tom made some desserts. Well, my blood sugars had been wonky the day before. But I thought, well, I'm due to the shot for in a couple days. That's probably the problem. Well, it makes no sense because the shot is supposed to lower your blood sugars. But as it wears off, most people's sugars go up. Mine do not. Mine go down. I'm working with the doctors to figure out why the fibromyalgia is affecting things like this. Nothing makes sense. So I talk to the doctors a lot. My doctors and I are friends. You know what I mean? So yeah. So my blood sugars had been low. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be at her house and I'm going to be having some, desserts and food. It'll be all right. Everything will be okay. From the day before to my shot, which was on Monday, my blood sugars went down below 70. 22 times. A couple times it got down to 40. And I'm like, I don't know. I just need my shot. And they're like, well, the shots will make it go even lower. I'm like, no, that's just not how this works. So it was very scary for not only the people, my family looking at me as I'm chugging drinks and eating candy and desserts and food that will raise my blood sugars because just having some coffee with creamer wasn't doing it. My normal things wasn't working. So, and my family, a good 35-40% of them are diabetics. So they're like, you're doing the reverse. I'm like, I know. And they're watching me eat and they're watching me drink and they're like, holy cow, you really do this. I'm like, yeah, I do. So, needless to say, every time my Dexcom would go off, they were like staring at me to make sure I was okay. And, I was telling everybody, okay, this is what you do because I am the opposite. And so they're like, well, maybe you shouldn't be on the shot. I'm like, I have to be because. And then I explained to them my my small strokes. I didn't want to really talk about it then, but I was telling them my body is having some trouble and we don't know exactly where the problem is. And and once I explained to them everything about my health and doing it delicately so I didn't make people upset, because it was the holidays, and then they're like, okay, all right. They understood why things were weird, how things happened. So yeah. So my blood sugars were wonky. I had to leave earlier than I wanted to. Broken toes. So I was like, yeah, sorry, honey. I gotta go. Angel's gotta go. I just need some rest. We wasn't a mile from her house and the dang thing went off again. And Tom's like, well, maybe it's your sensor. I'm like, no, think about this. Every time I'm due to have a shot, 2 days before, my blood sugars do this. But I have to do the Mounjaro because that helps with heart attacks and strokes. And I'm having small strokes as it is, so I'm afraid to get off of it. And with my both sides history of heart attacks, I will deal with having to, the hypoglycemia, the up and down. It's fine. I don't want something worse. So we agreed, okay, yeah, you're gonna stay on it. So, yeah. So that happened. That was just a few days before Thanksgiving, but I had a good time. I met my aunt's friend, and he is absolutely fabulous. I've already adopted him, and he can't go nowhere. And we're already planning on going camping with them because Tom found out he likes to camp, and oh boy, now it's time to go camping. His name is Helmut, Helmut. It's German. And he is the absolute sweetest man. I'm so happy that my aunt and him are friends. So yeah. Well, okay, so that's Thanksgiving. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, be honest, the girl was struggling. I don't want to say too much because I don't want this to kind of be a trigger. But your girl was struggling. Okay. I was dealing with my foot and the pain. And, I don't take painkillers for my family history with addiction. So I'm not going to take painkillers. Tylenol is it. Tylenol and shuffle up and deal. So, dealing with some pain. Dealing with, is something wrong with me because I can't grieve properly? My head just wasn't in a space that's a normal gel. So I really just, rested my feet, talked to my therapist, and just let myself grieve. Let myself really just, I gotta get past this before Christmas. I don't want to be sad for Christmas. But I just couldn't. I just wasn't there. Just couldn't. So finally Tom said, you know what, you're allowed to take time. Okay. Because I'm the type of person that I will give people advice, but I never listen to my advice. Does anybody else do that? They're like, oh, you give such good advice, but you can never listen to your own advice. That was me. And finally Tom said, you're allowed to feel the way you feel. And he acknowledged it, and he gave me it's okay. When it's your time to grieve, you will. And that kind of helped me a lot. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to record videos. So with the Christmas stuff ever coming and all of this and that, I'm just going to do a bunch of videos. So I didn't get overwhelmed, but yet I had content out there. And it was good. I didn't really do a lot of whip and chats. It was more of kit ups, kit downs, getting myself organized. I keep dropping. Darn it, I found one that it just needs one, and I'm trying to fish it out. But the problem is the diamonds around them have been done. Why is this diamond? Don't you dare. Okay. Sorry, I missed one. Sorry. So yeah, is everybody still awake? I know I have the problem of making people fall asleep. Who do we have awake? Who do we have awake? Yay, do we have anybody awake? Or is everybody sleeping? Or diamond painting. You guys could be diamond painting for doing the craft. That's fine too. So, I did a bunch. And some of them are already up. Some of them won't be until March. Because your girl is busy in January, February. Because I'm doing the pink. Okay. It is the pink and black. Let me get it right. I want to make sure I got it right. Hopefully you'll be able to add it. Okay, good. I also have, all right. I'm doing the Christmas live chat premieres 2025, and they just posted a link. So I will post that. Let's see. So there's the Christmas, and that's when I was talking to you about. That's the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Go and watch. Add everybody. Subscribe to everybody. And share, like, all of that. Because we have so many wonderful creators that and they're all very sweet. So that's when you can make a lot of friends in the community. So definitely do that. I'll have that information below. And then also, so there's that in December. January is the pink and black paint along 2026, and that's with Marshmallow and Crafty ishKristyn. It's not too late, I don't believe. I think you can still join. And if I can get that link, I will put that down below so you can join that. You can be team pink, team purple, or team pink, team black, or both. And originally, I was just going to do team black because I did pink last year. And then I seen both, and I was like, oh, choo-choo, here comes chaos. So there's that. And then I'm also doing Year of the Horse 2026. And that is, you can join. And so far, 22 friends of mine are joined, and it is so far at 235. So I'll put that information down below as well. And then February is our event. So I have grounded myself. I have said, self, you've already had to push back this once. You are not going to push back this again. I've grounded myself to behave because I really, really want to do this event. It's going to be fun. And okay, Janet. Okay. We are Boxing Day, the very first one, midnight Central Time. We're going to start to have Boxing Day fun. So I'm excited. Because you guys know I'm an insomniac anyway, so I will be able to do the premiere. I did it, where I'll be able to chat. So I will be doing that. Chatting with anybody who wants to come aboard and watch the fun. So yeah. So I said all that to say that there are some of the kitting up and the videos I'm making now that won't be seen until March. And you'll see my nails, you'll see me in a little Christmas pair of pajamas, and I'm like, you guys will see this in March. But I really want to get it done early because of everything going on. I want to get everything that I have kitted up, so if there is an event, I already have it ready to go. And I'm also doing this, just to add a little bit more chaos, have everything kitted up to where I'm going to spin a spinner. And whatever it lands on, I'm going to do. So I want to have like as many diamond paintings as possible. So I can just spin the spinner and whatever happens, happens. Yeah, I know it's going to be a lot of whips in progress. But it's also like Chaos Reigns. I'm going to do that. But also too, or this is what I want to do. You know me, I say something and it never happens. But also my intention is to also work on the Heaven and Earth design as well. We'll throw that in the spinner because I haven't really done that for a while and I need to get it back going. And it's the Celtic owl, so it's the perfect time. March is the perfect time. So yeah. Come on, hop on there, somebody. There we go. Need another one to go. There we go. Now I got enough. So yeah, it's gonna be busy. But I'm sorry, Janet. Hi, Sam. Yeah, I'm live. I'm doing more chatting than I am diamond painting, but it's alright. I was just going through and, you know, getting everybody caught up from way back. From August, September. So yes, you're gonna see content that looks old. It's because I did it back in December. But I want it all done so I can go right into March with spinning the spinner. So, don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully some are going to be recorded. And some are just going to be, all right, let's go. I won't know until closer to the time. But I will try to put it on Facebook as soon as I know whether it's going to be, well, you know, if I'm going to go on a live. Just add a little chaos to the new year. Y'all know you love it. So that's got all the events taken care of and sorted. So we are up to December. What's been going on? So, let's see. We had Philip's birthday party last night. My brother came over and we did Christmas and birthday. This year I told the kids, editor and his assistant, Rebecca, his sister, that get on my Amazon and you guys pick you out something that you want for Christmas. Rebecca got Christmas and Christmas and her birthday because I couldn't remember if I did her birthday or not. Because about that time, things was I was like right smack dab in the craziness, and I didn't remember. So I just said, okay, you pick out something this, and I showed Wyatt the Each Tree Has a Soul, and he loved it, but I showed it to him last night, but he can't have it yet because I gotta get a canvas for, or not a canvas, duh, I have to get a frame. Gotta get a frame for it. Then he'll get it. So yeah. And then on Philip's actual birthday, we went to the Long's Christmas at my aunt's house. We had a lot of fun. Everybody was there. It ended up being 17 and a half of us. Baby's not born yet. So 17 and a half of us. And we just had a great time. We had like soups and sandwiches, deviled eggs, cottage cheese, and we made pumpkin cake. I taught everybody. Philip learned how to do some stuff. Tom had to learn how to do some stuff. So, Tom learned German chocolate pie, which was 2 of those. And then he made his pumpkin cake. And then he made a smoked apple pie and a smoked peach pie. So what I did was I made each pie pretty, because once you make it, you can't tell the difference. So on the apple pie, I made little apples and leaves and a stem for apple pie to put on the top out of the pie dough. And then on the other one, which was peach, I dyed a little bit of one pie dough red, and then the other was white, the normal. And then I made little candy canes and I put around the pie, so everybody knew that the peach pie had pie dough, pastry, candy canes for the peach. And then I taught Philip how to do sweet potato pie, closest to my grandma's that I could get. My grandma's is somewhere in the garage, I don't know where. So we did that. And then I also made homemade whipped cream, because, yeah, homemade is so much better. And it's so easy to do. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to do homemade whip topping too. So we did all of that. That was our contribution. And, to the family, because we didn't do gifts, we were told that we didn't need to do gifts. So we just baked. That was our contribution. So, we were there. We got there around 10 for donuts and coffee. And then we didn't get home until like 6. We were there a while, but we had so much fun. And yeah, it was a blast. I got to connect with my Amy, my oldest cousin. I talked to her on the phone, but I don't get to see her a lot. And I appreciate her in my life, because when COVID happened, she was the one that was really bad, like put on a machine bad. And she had to relearn how to swallow, and now she's permanently on oxygen. And we got lucky. We almost lost her. So it's nice to be able to get to see her, and she's so appreciative of life because she almost lost hers. So it was nice. We sat on the naughty couch, because there's always a naughty couch, and I'm usually the one on it. So we sat on the naughty couch and laughed and chuckled, and it was a lot of fun. And yeah, that was a lot of fun, even though it was on Philip's birthday. But that's when all of the grandkids could get in, because one lives in Michigan. So we have to kind of go by them. So, and that's fine. I want everybody to be able to be there. I don't have a problem. I'll you just tell me where you want me to bring the desserts. I'm ready. So, yeah, we had it on Philip's birthday, which he was fine with. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was the 21st. Well, last night, my brother came over, and editor, and my brother, and his wife, and myself played Go Fish Yourself. That is the polite wording of this. You play it like Go Fish, but the cards are naughty. One of the tamer ones is do you have misshaped boobs? That's the tamest one. Yeah, so it is for adults. And instead of saying, go fish yourself, can anybody else guess the adult word for fish would be? It has the same first letter. So, yeah. And my niece is 15, and, you know, she is not by no means innocent. You know what I mean? She knows that she comes to Aunt Jill's house, she can say cuss words and stuff, but she doesn't say it around my brother. She's like, I don't know if I can say those kind of things around my daddy. So she ended up not playing. But we had so much fun. So much fun. That is going to be a staple of games. That was a hoot. So yes, there is a game called Go F Bleep Yourself. And we got it on Amazon. But it is a hoot. But it's not for anybody that gets offended by certain context. This game is certainly not for the faint of heart. But it's fun. Y'all know I don't have a Halo. So we played that, and Philip made some chili. Tom made some green beans, ham, and potatoes. And I made cornbread and brownies. Hershey chocolate brownies. Which are always a delight. They are, you cannot fail with them. Delightful. Yeah, Mara, it's hilarious. It really is. And, yeah, and my brother doesn't really cuss or anything. He's kind of really just laid back. So to hear my, did I say cousin? My brother. To hear my brother kind of like, and his wife just kind of say, okay, yeah, we're going to do it. And to hear them cuss and just say things, and, you know, it's a adult-friendly game. So sometimes comments come out and you're like, wow. So yeah, it was so much fun. But not for the faint of heart, and definitely not kid appropriate. Like, Rebecca is 15, and even sometimes she's like, whoa. But it's fun. It's a great thing. So, yes, 10 out of 10 would recommend, but not for the faint of heart. What do you think, Mara? You watched them do it. What do you think? Am I accurate in my description? I want to know. I would not play it on here, but on my other channel, oh, I would so play it. And then we got a game called Horrible Therapist, something like that. It's where you make really bad you put down bad cards, funny cards. You know, somebody is a therapist and they put a question down, and then you're supposed to answer it with the funniest way to treat it. And the situations are crazy. It's fun. And we were going to play that in Muffin Time, but Carla had been up all night. It was getting towards 24 hours, and so was Rebecca. They just couldn't rest last night. Greg couldn't sleep, so we ended it early. But I did my normal, and I gave my brother fudge, chocolate fudge, and a box of chocolate covered cherries. And the reason why I do that is when I was a little girl, I was a baby, my brother said, I don't want her, she's loud, take her back. Well, obviously, my brother was 5. I was days old. Obviously, you can't do that. So, he was told, when she grows up, she'll make you candies and cakes and cookies. And so that got him to like me. So my mom said, well, when you grow up, she'll do all that. So now it is just like a tradition. I do it. Okay. We can do that. What we'll do is we'll put it on the other channel, but I'll link it to the Facebook group. We'll have to do that on New Year's because we are going. Yes. Okay. This is what we're doing. And what I'll do is I'll put the video sometime in that time frame so people can watch it. And then if we end up playing it through New Year's, we'll just do a short real quick for this. We'll get it figured out. But so but I'll link it. I'll put it on the other channel, but I'll link it to the, because it's not for the faint of heart. And I don't want somebody to get offended if, but yeah, we'll do that New Year's. Because New Year's, last year, we did every hour on the hour. We would come in and we would do a short video celebrating New Year's. We're going to start at 7. I told Miss Lorna that, hey, we're going to go live and hop on and we're going to celebrate New Year's. So every hour on the hour, we are going to come on and celebrate New Year's from 7 o'clock, that's British time, till 3 o'clock in the morning, because that is Pacific time. So we are going to do every hour. So yeah, we may play ahead of time. We'll have to. Well, Philip and Tom and I will have to play ahead of time. And then I'll record it. And yeah, I'll do that. So that way I can still do, but then the video is still out there on the other channel if someone is brave enough to go watch it. But let me tell you, we got really rowdy last night. So it is not for the faint of heart. And I will say this, Aunt Jill may or may not have given editor a mammogram. Or may not. Who's to say? It may have happened. Because I just love teasing the fire out of editor. I love him so much. And his sister was like, wow. Yeah. I'm sure no one is surprised by me doing that. And if you are, wow. Yeah, well, you know now. Yeah. What I did is I wrapped my arms around him up at the chest like that, and I went, mammogram. And then I walked around and wait a minute, we have to have a different angle. Mammogram. See, one thing about editor, let me explain something about editor. he was the second boy. And my brother and I decided we were going to raise our kids to be brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So I have spent a lot of time with editor. And you know, and he understands Aunt Jill. You know, he gets it. He understands my humor. He's got the same humor. So when I did it, he goes, I am not surprised. He's 25 years old. Yeah, he knows Aunt Jill. We've met. So, yeah. And my brother just laughed so hard and said, well, what? How was it? So, yeah. I said, well, at least I didn't bring up ketchup. And he started really laughing. I'm like, yeah, we're going to make this year not teasing you about ketchup, but teasing you about the mammogram you had December 22nd, 2025, day that'll go down in history as the day I made him snort from laughing. Yeah. So, yeah. It was a fun time. Everybody had to shake off their, oh no, I can't say that, or ooh, I don't want to cuss around this person. Nope. That went out the window with the go beep yourself game. Go fish yourself. So yeah. So that'll definitely have to be on the everybody's Aunt Jill side, because there's really no rules on that one. We just say what we feel over there. And most of it is like me being with Philip and Tom and Wyatt, you know, doing funny things. The taste test. Okay, we're going to get to this. The taste test of the candy that we purchased at Uranus is on there, I think. Yes. So we have a taste test of stuff that we bought at Uranus. But we just do the fun things. And then there is things over at Editor's channel. We did a bunch of fun things between Philip's channel and my channel and Tom's channel. Yeah, there's a whole different side of us. So yeah, all hats are off, all gloves are off at that channel. But yeah, if you want to watch some stuff that's funny, yeah, we just have a lot of fun over there. Okay, it is, let me pull it, I'll pull it up so you guys can, but yeah, and it even has like my first diamond paintings over there. But yeah, we all have, I'll have to pull up everybody. Okay, let's start here. It is called Everybody's Aunt Jill. And you'll see the butterflies. And let's see. Yeah, there's one diamond art moonlit boxing. Some shorts on Cataract where we go. When we go camping, there's a falls right down the street. So we have that. Camping adventures. Here's another one from 2022. Diamond art wolf painting. See what I'm saying? There's some old ones. That's when you could see my face. A lot of videos. Diamond paintings of some of the old diamond paintings I did. Yeah. just like feeling the water. Here's one of Philip and I. This is the middle of COVID when I lived in Greenfield. This is before I was married and we moved. We are playing Monopoly. We play board games. Oh, and our mask video. That's fun. Does anybody want to see the mask video? I'll play it because it's fun. Because this was right around the time that we were all told, you know, that you have to mask. So I'll play it. And we're both wearing Sammy Terry masks. You'll have to look at it further because I don't think I can make it to where you can see Philip's face. So yeah. And we have all kinds of stuff on here. We just have a good time. Just to be silly. So yeah, you guys will have to come over and watch the content if you're bored. Here's Philip. Philip doing my makeup. We're playing Jenga, and whoever loses has to eat a big spoon of hot sauce. So yeah. Philip does my hair. We just did all kinds of, oh, sorry, not sorry. I mean, we just had all kinds of fun. And yeah. So there's that one. And Tom's, sorry, I didn't mean to pull that one up. I think he's Mystery Man. He always changes it. Yeah. Where's Tom at? Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a different way. Hang on. Let me go to my... Get back. Because I want you guys to see. Tom doesn't have a lot on his... Neither does Philip. Go to M. Because he's changed his a few times. I know this is total entertainment. Did he change it? Well. Let me see here. Wyatt's... His is Wall Street. That's Wall Street. He has his videos can be triggering. Just to let you guys know. But he's got some really good content. And you will see a lot of Philip. And you'll see a lot of me there. And Uncle Tom. See, like, here's one. Food and drink review. And there's my son. There's Wyatt. So, you'll see us. We're around. You never know. We're the kind of people that are like, oh, you want to do something? Sure, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, here's Tom. I knew he wouldn't let me down. Uncle Mystery Man. And there's Tom's face. The last video he did was 8 months ago, and that's when I taught him how to make homemade laundry soap. So, yeah. He just has shorts and stuff. So that's his. And I don't know. Hey, Philip! We don't usually have a lot, but I need to ask him permission. I know the others don't mind, but I'm going to ask him for permission. But yeah, see, you can see a lot of us doing taste testings and stuff on his. Hey, Philip! So yeah, I'm going to ask him. I'm going to be nice before I just... I am giving them permission to look at our other channels. Do I have permission for the Diamond Painters to see the channels of you being silly with us? With all of us?
Not my personal channel.
The Blaster.
No.
No. Blaster 1221.
Again, I don't like promoting that channel.
Okay.
I'd rather people find it on their own. That's
okay. All right.
So that's how.
So my sleuths.
No.
What?
Don't want them sleuthing. They can find it by random chance if they like that kind of content.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all know what to do. It's easy to find him. But if he wants it to be organic, I won't say anything. I will respect that. But it's not that hard. So yeah. So those are our other channels. So yes, if you couldn't find them, let me know and I will send links. But yeah, those are it. If you're ever bored, you hop on over. I don't make a whole lot of content on the other one. Usually I just kind of am like, somebody will say, hey, I want to do this taste test. And I'm like, okay, I'll help you. I'll do it. Then that's when content usually pops up. You never know. So hopefully you guys have seen it all. Seen all of the pictures. Mine's a purple butterfly. Everybody's Aunt Jill. It's a purple butterfly. And then Tom is Uncle Mystery Man, and you'll see his face. Wyatt is Wall Street Productions, but his is spelled different, but you'll see him. It's 1 L instead of 2. But he has the most content. But his content can be dark and triggering. But yeah, there are content of him and I doing taste testing and stuff. And every once in a while you see a strange man in the background. His name is Randa. So if you see a strange face, mysterious man, it's Randa. So yeah, I'll talk to Tom about if he wants to play it, and then we'll record it. Sometime before New Year's. I can get Wyatt to come over probably too. And there'll be 4 of us because it needs like 4 players. And we play with 2 decks. So yeah. Goes a little longer. It's kind of like goldfish or like go fish. You know what I mean? Like, oh, go fish. But it's not people. It's not things. It's cheeky. So yeah. Oh, wow. We've already been on like 2 hours? Dang. Okay. I didn't know if I was even able to talk this much. I didn't even know I had enough to... Okay, so behind the scenes stuff. Okay, we're going to do that January. And most likely we're going to be playing games because that's usually what we do. New Year's Eve. We play games and stuff. And we will have junk food. The food that makes people go, huh? There'll be like pizza rolls and summer sausage and veggies and fruit and nacho cheese, homemade nacho cheese and chili dip. And hopefully I can eat that. Food aversion has been bugging me lately. And we are just going to have a good old time, and any leftover desserts we have, and all of that fun stuff. But Christmas isn't officially over until January 11th because of the weather that we had here in Indiana a week or so ago. We haven't been able to go to Tom's father's side with his aunts and uncles and all of that on his father's side, so the Edward side. So we are going to have a late Christmas party then. So we are not going to be... Oh, let me move that up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I thought this was just going to be all white, but doesn't it look like there's like a lantern or candles in the window? So cool. See, I'm starting to get like a little better at it. It's like, okay, there's something more than just a red. And then like over here, like up here, it's just like tons of that color. I was getting kind of like, okay, it's getting daunting a little bit. But this has kind of got me a little bit happier. Okay, there's something other than a lot of white and red. Z. There we go. So yes, so January 11th is our official, we are done with Christmas. Will we keep our little tiny little Christmas tree up? Of course. We have a black Christmas tree with blue lights. And the reason why I got that was, and I'm going to keep that up all year, is because when we feel festive, you never know, we can just get some little decorations out. Say, for instance, St. Patrick's Day. We can make some shamrocks out of construction paper. You know what I mean? We can use that Valentine's Day. I can make some hearts, some purple hearts, and put on it. Just like we used to do, Janet. Remember that when I was selling the jewelry, and we had the big, at the apartment, we had the big Christmas tree, and we kept it up like that. And do you know, I do not have my jewelry board anymore. Tom tore it down. How sad. And he used it for different things. So now my board that my friend Tim and I and Philip made, it's gone. And I don't know if you know that, Janet, just to bring it down just a second. Did you know Tim died? He had cancer. Did you know that he died? Did I ever tell you that? He died like 4 years ago. I don't know if I told you or not. So yeah. Sorry to bring it down, but yeah. But he kept some of it for memories, you know. But yeah, he had to he had to tear it down to get it out of the apartment because we built it in the apartment. And I didn't think about the height. And it was too big to be rolled out. So we had to take it apart to get it out of the apartment. And I said, oh, we need to build that. So we built it. And then he took it down and used it for other things. So yeah. But I was so proud because Philip and I went and got all the things, and they cut the boards for us at Home Depot, and we had all the parts to put it together. And Philip's like, do you know how to do this? I'm like, yeah. And I built that. It was a 7-foot, and it was like, I used 2x4s all the way around, and then I made it like you would make a house. So it had like all of this around it, okay, and it had boards like this going across, and then one side of it was like particle board where you could put hooks in it and I could hang jewelry, and on the other side was just, I think it was the same, I think maybe, or maybe it was just solid. I think maybe it was solid, and we decorated the top with little, we had our little mascots, like we had a reindeer, and it was all year. Phil made a little couch for his little Webkins. So yes, I mean, we had it all down, and it was so much fun. But I don't even know, I didn't keep any of that content, and I don't even know if I've got my old to even show you guys on the other Facebook, because I changed it. So yeah. But yeah, he was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I know how to do it. And it worked. And Tom was actually surprised. But when we tore it down, he went, wow, you didn't think about measuring? I'm like, no, I needed all the board. Because I had a lot of jewelry. But that was gone. It got really like, it was all the same stuff over and over and over again. And it was like, no. It got to the point that I wasn't making money, and I was just like, no, it's costing more than what I'm making. So yeah. So I had to give it up. But Philip and I did that, and we had so much fun. We had themes. It was a lot of fun when we were doing it, though. And met a lot of very nice people. Some are no longer with us, which is sad. But Sarah was a sweetheart, let me tell you. And she is thoroughly missed. Yeah. And do you know, Janet, that Miss Sarah made it? There is a YouTuber that I follow, and he does gaming and stuff. And his name is Cinnamon Toast Ken. He's very popular. He went on, and he has this thing where small YouTubers, he'll see if they know how to cook or whatever. And he was so impressed by Sarah that when she died, he did a video honoring her. So she was popular. And it's too bad that they took everything down, because I bet a lot of people from him would go and visit her channel. But yeah, I was kind of sad. But when I was watching Cinnamon Toast Kid, because he had a series gaming that I was watching, I seen it popped up and I started crying. And Tom didn't understand why I was crying. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah. Yeah, she was real. She was a sweetheart. And he was very sad. Cinnamon Toast Ken was very sad. So yeah. And the first thing he said was, she could cook. Because there are some people out there that are cringe cookers. You know, you just kind of go, oh my goodness, really? Nope, she was amazing. Miss Sarah is missed. And Janet, I know you miss her too. She was one of those Southern women with the most gracious hospitality and lovely and kind, and would like give you the shirt off of her back, and the most precious woman. And I was thankful to call her friend. And she got me through a lot of nights when I had trouble sleeping. I would turn on her channel, and it was like the closest thing to being home that you can imagine. Because my family, my grandfather and his people are from Tennessee, and yeah, it was like being home. And I don't know, you know, I learned so much from her. She was just one of those angels. Maybe one day they'll put her back on. But, yeah. So, sorry for bringing that down. But I thought, you know, in my head lately, I've been doing a lot of looking into myself and being thankful for the people I do have in my life, and yeah, and I've learned that when something pops in my head, there's a reason. So talk about them. So that's what I've been doing. And I was sitting here in diamond painting yesterday, and I went to myself, you know what, Joe, you haven't heard from your cousin down south. So I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna try, because he's in his 70s. His dad and my grandpa were cousins. So I called him, and he didn't answer, but I left, oh, hey, you know, this is Jill, and, you know, call me back. So he called me back, and then we talked yesterday. He is the one that in a previous video, Veterans Day video, he's the one that gave me... Oh, okay, they're all gone. I hope they come back. But he was the one that made the binder for me that had all of the stories, family stories. I talked to him yesterday, and it was so sweet to talk to him, because he is just the sweetest man. So he doesn't have any pictures from my great-grandma down. So I said, okay, let me get through everything going on, and I'm going to send him pictures, because he's the one that sent us pictures. I'm going to return the favor, and I'm going to send him pictures. And then what he has started to do, which is amazing, because he's 74, 75, all the stories that he's heard, he is going to write them down on paper, and he's already started it. And then he is going to talk to people that would know those stories, just to make sure that what he's saying is correct, you know? And then he's going to send those stories to me. So I'll have stories, documented stories of family. So I'm very excited. So it will be of my great-grandfather down. All my great aunts and uncles and all of that. So I'm very excited. And he said that there is someone in, maybe a couple in the family, that are Daughters of the American Revolution. They are actually members. So he is going to find me one of them, because I can take off of that branch and go down, and I can join the DAR, which I'm very excited for. And if I can do that, then I can get everybody else of my family in. So cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your nose, cross your feet, cross everything, your eyes, everything. I talked to her and her arm healed. That was the last time, because things have been so crazy. But she sends me reels and stuff. So, yeah, I think she's okay. So, yeah. But, so I think that's gonna be all I do today, because this one is very daunting. I might do some of these. I might do some of this over here. I don't know, Janet, because it would have made money. I'm gonna work over here real quick, because I have some strips that are not done, that Tom never got a chance to get done. So I think I'm gonna work over here. I'm gonna leave this over here, because this is way too much right now. I'm gonna finish this little square right here that he didn't finish. Yeah, so, all right. Moving stuff down. Shuffle up and deal. I don't know, but I miss her. So yeah, we're gonna get this little bit. It's solid. It's not confetti right here. I'm using the big multiplacer. Let's see what else. So we're gonna do the January thing, January 1st. In January, I know what I would like to do, but that doesn't mean I'll necessarily do it. It depends on how I feel. If there's if I wake up on a Monday and like, hey, I think I want to do something, you may have a surprise. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm coming up live. Usually for events, I do every day, but you know, your girl's been very busy and I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm going to give myself if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. But I'm hoping to at least film every 3 days. Like I usually do, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But a lot of it depends on how I feel. I'm going to give myself that. But I never know. You know me, I never know. I say one thing and then it's like, surprise! Or I say, I'm going to do it, then it's like, no. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. But usually for events, I try to do more diamond painting with the canvases I'm working on. So we'll see. We'll see what I get done. And I know you guys probably like the chaos of, when's she going to be on? Gotta add a little bit of chaos. It's not fun without some. Oh, and let me tell you this. I am just heartbroken, sad. I actually cried a tear or two. Um, there is a NASCAR driver, Greg Biffle. And of course, you know, Indiana's racing capital. So yeah, we all know our race car drivers. The plane crash. This is horrible. I'll try not to cry. There was a plane crash in North Carolina at Statesville. The plane got up, but it had to go back, and it crashed. And it killed his family, pilot, his son, the pilot's son, and another guy, a manager, I think, or something like that. And that broke my heart. So this Christmas, at a moment, if you think about it, if you go, oh, you know, or you see it on YouTube or whatever, and you go, oh, that's who Jill was talking about. Greg Biffle was an amazing man, a fabulous father. And what is so sad is when I seen the plane crash, because, you know, everybody's like, well, what's going on? You know, they said a celebrity. And, you know, I was like, well, NASCAR celebrity or whatever you want to call it. I'm like, holy crap, because, you know, Indiana, we love our race car drivers. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, like, he's retired. And why is it when I went to reset YouTube, because I do that, if there's something I really don't want to see a lot of, I'll go back and then go back in, and it kind of resets. It didn't. And why does he have a YouTube channel? And why did I get on the YouTube channel? And I lost my mind, because 11 days before the crash, they went and got their Christmas tree. And 9 days before the crash, he was in Indianapolis at a convention. He was here 9 days before he died. And it was like, wow. It kind of hit home, you know. You don't think about it, you know, how it's close to Christmas and you're doing your everyday things, and then something so tragic. So tragic. You know, they were talking about how his daughter was going to go to a party, a dance, and, you know, the little boy is going to do, you know, for Christmas, and he's got things going on too. And then, like, a week later, they're all gone. Kind of makes you think about the holidays and Christmas, and what would happen if 4 people just were gone? 4 people you loved was gone. Just like that. 8-minute flight, gone. I will, Janet. So it makes you thankful for what you have. You know, because it isn't about cars or money, or do you have walls in all of your house? Do you have your linoleum down? It makes you really think. And maybe this is the best way to end this. I think I'm going to end it this way. Because, you know, sometimes I will get it down a rabbit hole, and maybe something that someone needs to hear comes out. I think this year, and I might cry, I probably will. And I'm going to let myself. You know, loss around a holiday. Some expected, some unexpected. Kind of makes you think, doesn't it? About how thankful you should be to have the people that you love around you. And friends, you know. Because I've thought about my friend Tim I've lost. I thought about Sarah today. You know, loss of my grandma, and, you know, it makes you think, are you thankful? All this bad stuff is happening. Are you thankful? Yes, because you've had memories and good times. And you always will have those memories. And now is a good time to reflect and get with your family and laugh and make good memories. Make those. And that was one thing that I was told that I needed to do this year. So I've told all my family, hey, I gotta make really good memories. Because I don't know how long, I'm trying to turn this off. I don't know how long I will have memories. You know, how long I will remember them, because I do have early onset dementia, and I don't know. You know, I don't know. Day to day, I'm trying to push this back so you guys can see the door, but it's not. There it is. That's what I'm working on. But you don't know how long you have. And they told me that to make memories while I still remember. So then I have something that I do remember to look back on. So yeah. Let me see if I can move this so you guys can see it all. Well, most of it anyway. So, yeah. And that's what I've been doing. So, because I don't know how long I have with the memories I have. So if the doctor says you need to do this, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, and then during the holidays and stuff, it makes you think about the people you've lost, and then you start thinking, oh, but I remember this and this and this, and so I think I'm going to leave it on this, because we are at 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. But before I leave it, I'm going to see what Mara said. I worry about losing my dad because his heart problem, but won't see a doctor about them. Yeah. And that's where patience has to go in. Because, you know, this is what I tell people. I've told my family recently with my grandma's passing. Whether it's good or it's bad. And I'll say this to you. Whether your dad goes on to live 30 more healthy years, or whether something happens and he doesn't get that ability with his heart, it's okay. It's all right. Because no matter if he is healthy and he has a long life, it's great. It's okay. But if he starts to struggle, no one would want to see somebody struggle. It's okay. Because he's not suffering. So regardless, Mara, it'll be okay. Everything will be okay. And I know sometimes that's hard. You think, oh my gosh, that's kind of rude. No, it's going to be all right. Because regardless, it's a lesson that we have to learn in life. And the only thing we can do is you can love him. We can love people. And wish what's best. But regardless, it's gonna be okay. Just every day that you put your feet on the floor, or he puts his feet on the floor, or you both put your feet on the floor. Make the best day out of it and make good memories. So I will almost get down off my soapbox. And so, let me see if I can remember what I was going to say. I was going to end it on something. Oh, yes. A happy memory to leave today. It was Christmas, because I'm not going to be on anymore before Christmas. So, Christmas story. Everybody get your coffee and tea, curl up wherever you're at. Jill's going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, in December of 1986, I was at my grandpa's house. And it was hard, because that was the first year my grandma and my grandpa were not together. We're not going to go into that, but there was a divorce. And everything is fine. Everything is great. Well, Grandpa went and got a Christmas tree. He had like either 60 or 80 acres. I always forget that. He went down the hill and he found a Christmas tree for us. He cut it down, drug it up, put it out, put it in the house. And my grandpa didn't have many Christmas decorations. So what we did was, all of us kids made Christmas decorations out of like salt and flour, and then you make the decoration and then you bake it. So we made all the decorations. We strung popcorn and cranberries. We brought lights. This tree was absolutely gorgeous. Well, we turned the lights on and stuff, and it sat for a while, and it was getting warmer and warmer. And then we smelled a familiar smell. In Indiana, boys and girls, this is the time where hunters start hunting for deer, because, it's about that time. And a female deer, I guess, decided to tinkle on the tree. Wait a second. Let me see if I can I turn this so you guys can see? I'll tell a story. Story time! So, let me back up. Pardon the mess behind here. Pardon the mess. Okay. So, let me scoot back a little bit. So, the deer peed on the tree. So we had to take all the decorations down, and Grandpa had to go trudge out in the snow to find us another tree. Well, the tree was a little messed up on one side. It just didn't it was kind of like a Charlie Brown tree on steroids, that kind of thing. And so my grandpa turned the side that didn't have many limbs, put it up by the window, and put baling wire, and had the tree on the windowsill to where it couldn't come down, and we couldn't decorate on the back side. You can only decorate on 3 sides. So we got it all decorated, and this was Christmas Eve, and we hooted and hollered. We thought that was so funny. And so, and my grandpa didn't, he just took the tree and just shoved it out the door. He didn't. So when my great aunt came in, she seen a Christmas tree right off the porch. She's like, "What?" And because Christmas Eve was my great aunt's birthday, so we would always bring 3 dozen donuts, and then we would celebrate. And then so it was a fun day. It was so fun. We had so much fun laughing about the deer pea tree. And then that was the best Christmas. All of my great aunts and uncles come in, and yes, everything above ground is a good day. You're right. So Christmas Day came, and the funniest thing happened. A family member decided to get my little cousin a yo-yo. Well, he couldn't find anything else under the tree, so he thought he was only getting a yo-yo. So he got really upset. But even to this day, we joke about the yo-yo. So when I see a yo-yo, I think about that Christmas. When I see anything Barbie, because I got a Barbie, got some Barbie accessories, and my grandpa got me a sweater, and I still have that sweater. Because who knew January 15th, my grandfather would be gone. And this Martin Luther King's Day that year, 1987, I wore that sweater to my grandpa's funeral. And we couldn't have it open because my grandpa laid for a week without being found. Which, I mean, I'm just telling the truth. And so, the funeral, one of my great uncles looked at us and said, "I'm going to be next." And we're like, "No, you're going to be fine." Everybody's like, "No, you're fine. You're fine." 3 months later, he died too. So Christmas time, the new year, and you're getting handed bam, bam, bam. Well, the third, because it all runs in threes, while we were at my uncle's funeral, we found out my other great aunt on the other side passed. So 3 funerals in 2 weeks. And at that time, I couldn't see how lucky I was. But I see. Because those were 3 people in my life that I have good memories of that gets me through this time. Because if I always looked at it negatively, how would I be able to celebrate? How would I be able to have fun? It would completely just destroy Christmas and New Year's for me. So I have to look at it as it's okay. It's okay. Because I have good memories that I know I'll always have because I've had them for so long. So when anything happens, especially around Christmas, make sure, yes, I'm crying a little bit. Just like my grandma, first Christmas without her. But I have good memories, and I know it was okay. Everything was okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. You get to see a couple little tears. But know that everything's okay. And this Christmas is going to be fabulous. It's just going to be us at home. And I'll be able to have good memories. And I might even watch some Benny Hill, man, and some Sammy Terry, because those are awesome memories I have with my grandfather. So, what I really want to get out, because of all this, I've like took the train way around, to, even if something goes wrong, if a cake is not perfect, if you Christmas lights burn out, there may be that may be a good reason to have something to laugh about in the future. Just roll with it. Just go with it. Everything's not supposed to be perfect. Make a happy memory out of that, like the dear pea tree, and be thankful and happy every day on this holiday, because the people around you are with you and make it worthwhile, because this could be the chaotic, everything gone wrong, but absolutely fabulous Christmas and New Year's. So, with that, and don't be sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Just kind of getting it out there. But, um, whether you're going to be at home, um, whether you're going to be watching the Christmas, so I gotta get that link on here somehow. Whether you're going to be watching the Christmas premieres, if you're a night owl on Boxing Day, um, uh, midnight Central Time, you will see us, and it's going to be great because I asked the hard-hitting questions, and it's a game, so play along. So be there, because there's going to be a lot of creators, 3 days worth of creators, and some of them So make sure you join. And a lot of them are going to be their premieres, so they're going to be typing along. So I will at least be there. Maybe Philip, will have to see. Tom has to work, so he is not going to be there, but that's okay. Everybody's got to have their beer, it's Boxing Day. So, yeah, whatever you do, make it good. And if you are having a rotten day, you can always message or get on Facebook and say, I need something happy, and I will tell you, go find a deer pea tree, because that's where the fun is. And don't forget your yo-yo. So yeah, with that, I am going to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. You will see something from me after Christmas, after Boxing Day, the day after. You'll see at least 1, 2 more things. So yeah. But with that, I am sending you all so much hugs, so many kisses, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, even if it's the thing that's on the Seinfeld show, I don't know, but make it good. Plenty of good memories, and make sure you spend a lot of time with the people you love, because you never know. So, with that, I will see you guys later. Bye. I'm going to give one more look so you can see what we were working on.